So, how many pre approvals does it take to get an offer accepted on a house? I'll wait. Does it take one, two, maybe five? Now, I've seen people before they even contact me have up to four pre approvals already. And I asked the guy, are you buying a house or are you collecting pre approvals like Pokemon cards? And of course, I said it jokingly, but I mean, let's talk about why more pre approvals don't necessarily make you a stronger buyer. Okay? My name is Richard Saling, and I'm a licensed loan officer. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you shouldn't compare lenders. Of course, work with who you feel more comfortable with. Definitely. You absolutely should. But one of the biggest financial decisions that you're going to make is buying a house. So, of course, make sure that you're working with someone that you have confidence in. But there's a difference between comparing lenders and what they're providing for you and what their process is, and never actually choosing one. So here's something that most buyers don't realize. You think you're getting 5 different options, but you're actually getting 5 different sets of assumptions. One lender may estimate taxes differently. Another estimates insurance differently. Someone assumes a different down payment. Another uses today's interest rate to get you into their system and tell you what you want to hear. Someone else quotes yesterday's. Someone else uses, whatever. And you're not really comparing apples to apples. You're comparing apples to oranges, to pineapples, to grapes. So no wonder you're confused, because you're talking to 5 different people and 5 different people are telling you 5 different things. And let me tell you, the pre-qualification and then later on the pre-approval is not the finish line. Think of a pre-approval like dating. You don't propose to 6 different people, then figure out which wedding to attend. At some point, you got to choose the person that you trust most, and the person who's going to get you there in the most transparent way. And a mortgage is pretty much the same thing. So imagine your realtor calls. Can we update the pre-approval? Well, which lender? The first one? The second one? The fifth one? The one that stopped answering me? The one that's been following up with me every day on text message, asking me how my shopping is going? Or the lender who knows your file inside and out, and the one who can often respond faster and more accurately when it's time to make that offer. Now, every time you change lenders, somebody starts over. New questions, new paperwork, new documents to upload, new assumptions, new timelines, new disclosures. Meanwhile, the house that you loved is now under contract. So, here's my advice. Take it, for what it's worth. Yeah, interview some different lenders, see who you're comfortable with. As they say, who do you know, like, and trust? Ask questions. Compare their services. What are they offering? Compare communication. Compare your experience. Compare their strategy. And then choose the person that you trust who's going to get you to the closing table. Because the best interest rate in the world doesn't help if your loan doesn't close on time, if you weren't fully prepared, and if you are working with a lender that's telling you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear, so that you're in the strongest position possible to get your offer accepted and to be able to close on the loan. So here's what really matters. Ask yourself, will this person answer my phone calls? Will this person explain things clearly? Will they return my realtor's calls? Will they get on the phone with the listing agent on my behalf? Will they help solve problems for me? will they still answer even after I've signed the contract? That is worth far more than chasing the 1/8% while juggling multiple lenders. So, a mortgage isn't a race to collect the most pre approvals. It's about building a team that helps you buy the right home with the utmost confidence. So, as the knight in the Indiana Jones movie said, choose wisely. Then let them do what you hired them to do. Okay? So, if you're thinking about choosing a home, interview a couple lenders. Ask the tough questions. Then choose the one that you trust to let guide you through the process. Because buying a home is stressful enough without trying to quarterback 5 different loans. And if you found this helpful, please do me a favor. Smash that like button. Just smash it. Share this video with somebody. And subscribe for more mortgage tips that actually make sense and help you get into a house.